Welcome to Lexington, where the sun shines bright literally and figuratively on their old Kentucky home, and the Big Blue Nation ready to get behind these Wildcats in this one. Today, two teams collide in an old-fashioned SEC showdown. As we'll see, the South Carolina Gamecocks taking on the Kentucky Wildcats. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Gamecocks will put total leather to crank us up. He'll bring it out. It's long. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody. In their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gilmore. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on
just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
That tight end looking like a svelte wide receiver, laying out with all that athletic ability to still control your body, make the catch. Nice effort by the tight end.
Wants to go up top on first down. He'll off one deep down the left side. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Looking downfield, it's Sellers. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on third down, forcing the incompletion.
And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. The throw to the outside is complete. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He's got the back in the middle. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Gamecocks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. the shotgun. They go to the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second, maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down, really easing it.
Unleashes one. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run. The interception stopped the threat, and the return even better as he crosses midfield and gets it to the 49.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point that he was able to come away with it.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Kentucky now operating in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Makes the catch down the right side. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
You know, and that's a route this offense practices all week long. You really have to have great timing when you're throwing these out routes. There's nothing a defender can do on that one. Perfectly thrown, well caught. Nice job getting...
Throws toward the end zone. And that ball is caught in the back of the end zone. The officials are signaling incomplete. He was out of bounds.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. The Gamecocks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line. He got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. With jet sweep pass. The touch pass goes absolutely nowhere. Knocked down for a loss.
Second and goal, the defense was not fooled. It looked like they knew exactly when that guy came in motion across the formation. They said he's getting the football. They played uphill, get the tackle for a loss.
And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
Try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. The give to the tailback. Now they've got breathing room, got 6 all the way out to the 20.
Coaches always always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I think everybody wants to go for it in this situation, but you got to actually do it, and you got to be comfortable with the consequences if you miss this. Obviously, he was. Conversion's good. Nothing to write home about. No fans upset. Everybody happy. All right.
Up near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39 and pick up a 15. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. To the air on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously saw he's out there.
There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Got it behind the line. It's McGowan. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to get him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Kentucky.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Harbor. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Got out of trouble and throws. Fires to the big fella. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Catch in the middle. It's Dingle. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. From the gun, the ground game. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Gamecocks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Motion from the wideout. Off play action. Runs through the tackle.
Listen, they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Throws for the tight end. Got it in the middle. It's Hunt. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Rolling right and going deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Picks up the first down, still moving. Burning room in the middle. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Excellent pass by the back on the option. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's ball. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Operating in the red zone here on second down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on third and long. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Splits the uprights. Good. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's ball. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught, close to the marker, it's Rodriguez. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains, they marked it at the 29. They got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch. It's Skinner. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. The Wildcats in a good spot here with second and short. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Off the play fake. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
They'll mark him down right there, but it'll be enough for a Kentucky first down.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that third. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And, Jesse, you have a slot receiver like this. He can create matchup nightmares for a defense.
No doubt about it, Reese. And him and this quarterback, they really are on the same.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, go get positive yardage.
On the move, it's McGowan. Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on first and 10. He lobs one high down the left side. Touchdown, Wildcats! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Rifles it down the middle. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Looking to pass, it's Sellers. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
Got his man. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield, and time is running short. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? That's two things he has to think about on one play.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And that'll do it here in the second quarter. Halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Those two first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides.
There he goes to the left. The 20. Pass attempt. Touchdown, South Carolina. And that one will give them the lead. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Fielded in the end zone. It's long. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
To the air on second down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened, and that's one of the very few times in this game so far where they have not been able to hook up.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going for the big play. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Wants to keep it in the air. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I don't blame the quarterback for taking that shot either, man. He's cooked up with this guy twice today for scores. Give him another try. They just couldn't get on the same page on that.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Might be looking to run. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Unloads it left. Right on target this time. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And the Wildcats have this offense rolling. Wants to throw on first down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
Moves away as he feels pressure. That's caught. It's Gilmore. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
A listen, QBs and wide receivers got to be on the same page. And you got to know when to throw that curl route. It's got to be on time, right when the wide receiver breaks so the DB can't catch up. Nice job, QB and wide receiver, being on the same page, getting some positive yards.
Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
And with that pass right there, dude, he goes over 350 on the day. Nice performance. This QB's been dialed in.
Gets it out fast. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
It's complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Wants to throw on third. Bulldozes his way through. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And the Wildcats had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Kentucky! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Now the play fake. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
The Gamecocks come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. To the air, it's Sellers. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
From the gun, wants to pass. He's moving out of the pocket. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
What an example of this quarterback just putting his offense on his back. Drop back, wanted to throw the ball downfield, nobody open, no problem. Extend the play, buy himself some time, and then take off with his legs to score that touchdown.
Coming out with it, it's Simmons. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. The Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Snatches it on the right. Open spaces. Touchdown, Wildcats. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Fires to the right. And he throws another interception, his third of the night.
Turnover margin always goes such a long way in deciding who wins the football game. Interception number 3, that is no bueno. Got to take care of the football. Can't keep getting your defense in a bad position, putting them on the field time and time again.
I tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Kentucky. A great catch and run for 6. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Looking downfield on first down. Going deep. He holds it in and nobody's close. Off and running. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Law. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. They go back to work in the final period of this one. First play of the drive, lost a throw. Still looking on the move. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
There's an example of a dude getting beat one-on-one with his quarterback getting closer and closer to his end zone, man. That's scary.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. With the catch, it's Gilmore. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Gilmore. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
This is so aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
Really good job on the defense being disciplined. They sneak the running back out. You see it. Keep outside leverage and go make us tackle in space on a guy that's used to breaking tackles, used to making plays.
So now it's 2nd and long. He wants to throw it again. Here comes the heat. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Nice sack by the defense. Great job getting to him, getting him on the ground. That's the 4th sack of the day. This defense has had some bright moments, but they've also given up some big plays. Keep rushing the quarterback, but keep that coverage intact in the back end.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Bringing the heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The play action fake. Using his feet to buy time. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And that is a backbreaker. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line. The Wildcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. A handoff, keep working on that clock. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And the running back there did everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, South Carolina. The defense takes matters into its own hands. You're happy you got the ball back, but the defense takes it a step further and just goes ahead and gets 6.
Yeah, you just want to get the stop, right? And you get the stop, get the points. But guess what, Reese? I'm going to need another stop. This defense is going to be right back on the field. Unbelievable play, but you got to do it again.
After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. The offense has a chance, down 1 possession in the 4th. They'll try the run. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, and you're going to have time to throw.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, looking at matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the first down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
Got his man quickly. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. He's got enough to move the chains for Kentucky. Probably the only people upset about going for it on 4th down, the punters, who don't seem to see the field as much as they used to.
Not when you've got a running back like that. He just has like a sixth sense. He always seems like he can just find the crease, especially in these short yardage situations. He comes up with a huge play there on 4th down.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. He's got him still on his feet. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. And guys, a perfect opportunity here to take the lead late. Touchdown Wildcats. They move on top here in the 4th.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
Pass is incomplete. They can't convert the 2, and the lead stays at 5. We've got a timeout from the kicking team. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Back to throw, it's Sellers. They're working that left side. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
QB now has over 400 yards passing, guys, and you got to give everybody else in his supporting cast a ton of credit. Receivers, great job running routes, catching the football, and this offensive line has been outstanding.
Trying to get behind the defense. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown Gamecocks. And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the 4th quarter for the touchdown.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Simmons. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Gilmore. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grab behind the line. It's McGowan. That little swing pass to the right was high percentage, low productivity.
And you see this a lot in college football. This is like a run now. This is an outside run. I'm going to dump it to the running back really quickly to try to get him on the perimeter in space. It didn't work. The defense was ready for it. Came up and made a nice tackle.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And so far today, man, both offenses have been so good. Like, putting up points, being productive. Now in a big moment, man, the defense has a chance to step up. Nice job batting the football down. A couple more opportunities to make some plays and maybe win this football game.
Throws for the tight end. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Dropping back, it's Sellers. He fires to the left side. Pulls it in inside the 10. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. So close to cashing it in for this offense. And after they get him on the ground, that's going to do it. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.